Dear children, in this video we will discuss about divisibility rule for 7. In previous video we have discussed single divisibility rule. Before watching this video, you please watch single divisibility rule, then you come to this video. If you watch single divisibility rule first and then come to this video, you will understand the essence of this video, divisibility rule for 7. Now let us go to the divisibility rule. Let us take the examples. The same examples we have taken for single divisibility rule. First example, 1841. In single divisibility rule, we have used any multiple we want, and either we have subtracted or added that multiple based on our requirement. In making the rule for 7, we will restrict to one single multiple. Here we will restrict to either 21 or 49 and their multiples. Let us first see the rule prepared by restricting to multiples of 21. Let us say this is rule 1 and this is rule 2. Here we can view this as 20 plus 1 or 10 into 2 plus 1. This 49 can be viewed as 50 minus 1, or this is 10 into 5 minus 1. So these multiples are in the form 10n plus 1 or 10n minus 1. We can choose either this multiple or this multiple in the form of 10n plus 1, where n is a whole number, or multiple in the form of 10n minus 1, where n is a whole number. For 7, we get multiple 21 and multiple 49. So based on 21, we can prepare one rule. Based on 49, we can prepare another rule. How do we prepare rule using 21? Let us see. Here, to get 0 in the units place, we can subtract 21. Now we get 0 here, 2, 8, 1. We discard this 0. Now we have obtained 182. In order to get 0 here, for 182 to get 0, we can add 28. We will get 0 here. This is 1, 2. In this way we have done in single divisibility rule. But here we are restricting to multiples of 21. We have to take multiples of 21, either 21, 42, 63, 84, 105, 126, 147, 168, 189. These are the multiples of 21 and hence they are multiples of 7. We have chosen this 21 because here we have 1 in units place. Here we have 1 in units place. We can get multiples of 21 having 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, all the digits in units place. When we take a multiple having 1 in units place, we can get its multiples which have any number, any digit in the units place. All those can be used for subtracting. Here for 21 we subtract. So for all these multiples we can subtract. So here we have 2 in the units place. In 182 we have 2 in the units place. We can subtract 42. We can subtract 42 and get 0 here. 0 here and here 4. Here we are subtracting. So 1, 140, we discard this last 0, we will get 14. 14 is divisible by 7. So, 1841 is also divisible by 7. Let us take another example and understand this one. 4653. In single divisibility rule, we have chosen whatever multiple we can use. So, here we can add 7 to get 0 here, but while preparing rule we will use only multiples of 21. This 7 3s are 21, we are using this, so multiples of 21 should be used here. We have 3 in units place, so we will use 63, subtract 63, we will get 0 here, 9, 5, 4. Discard this last 0, here we get 459. Now we have to again subtract a multiple of 21. Multiple of 21 having 9 in units place is 189. So, subtract 189. We get 0 here, then 15 minus 8, 7, 2 here. Discard this last 0, we get 27. 27 is not divisible by 7. So, this 4653 is also not divisible by 7. Let us take another example. 1001. We have to use only multiples of 21. Here we have 1 in units place, so we use 21. Subtract 21. We get 0 here, 8, 9. Discard this last 0, we get 98. Now we have to use multiple of 21 having 18 units place, that is 168. So, 168 minus 168. We are subtracting 168. So, actually we will subtract 198 from 168. So, 0 here, and 16 minus 9 is 7, minus 70. Discard this last 0, we get minus 7. Minus 7 is divisible by 7. So, this 1001 is divisible by 7. We can simplify this process. This process of taking multiples of 21 can be simplified. Let us see how do we simplify. Let us take first example again. 1841. So, instead of subtracting 21, we view it in a different way. We separate this units place 1, multiply it by 2, you get 2, and subtract this 2 from here. Previously we have done this in this way. 1841, we have subtracted 21. Instead of that, here we are viewing it in a different way. We are separating out this units place, digit in the units place, multiplying by 2 and subtracting that result from here. We get 182. Now, separate this units place, multiply by 2, we get 4, subtract this from here, we are getting 14. Previously we have done in this way, 182, we have subtracted 42. Instead of subtracting 42, we can view in this way, separate out units place digit, multiply by 2 and subtract the result from here. Let us take this second example from here. 4653. How do we use this rule? Separate out units place digit, multiply by 2, substitute from here. We get 9 here, 5, then 4. Separate this units place, separate this 9, take 2 times, that is 18, and substitute from here. So we get 7, 2, 27. 27 is not divisible by 7, so this is not divisible. Third one, 1001. How do we apply this rule? Separate units place, multiply by 2, subtract that result from here. Minus 2, we get 98. Separate this units place, take 2 times, it is 16. Subtract from here, we get minus 7. Minus 7 is divisible by 7, so 1001 is divisible by 7. So what is the rule here? Separate digit in units place, take 2 times of the digit. That is multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. Then subtract from remaining number. If resulting number is divisible by 7, then the original number is also divisible by 7. So this is the first rule, prepared using 21. Then how do we prepare rule using 49? For 21, we have viewed it as 20 plus 1, that is 10 into 2 plus 1. 49 is 50 minus 1. This is 10 into 5 minus 1. Here we have 21, 2 in tens place and 1 in ones place or units place. So we have multiplied units place by 2 and the resulting number is subtracted from here. We get 0 or a multiple of 7. Here this can be viewed as a number having 5 in tens place and minus 1 in ones or units place. We multiply this one by 5, we get minus 5 and add this here. We are adding this one so that we will get 0 here. In first rule, we multiply by 2, then subtract. In the second rule, we multiply by 5, then add. Let us see the same examples using rule 2. First one, 1841. Here we are using multiples of 49, that is 50 minus 1. We separate this units place, take 5 times, we get 5, then add it here, 189. Now separate this units place, take 5 times, this is 45, then add it here, we get 13, then 6 here. 63 is divisible by 7, so 1841 is also divisible by 7. Second one, 4653. How do we apply this rule? Here we have 10n minus 1. When there is minus 1, we add in the rule. Multiply, then add. In case of 21, it is 20 plus 1. 10 into 2 plus 1. It is in the form 10n plus 1. So here multiply by n, then subtract. Let us come to this example. Separate 3, take 5 times, it is 15, then add here. We get 4080. If we get 0, we can simply discard it. So taking 5 times and adding means simply discarding. Finally, we get 48, which is not divisible by 7. So this is also not divisible by 7. Let us take another example, 1001. Separate out this 1, take 5 times, add this 5 here, 105. Now separate this 5, take 5 times, 25, add 25 here. So we are getting 35. 35 is divisible by 7. So 1001 is also divisible by 7. So in this way, we can prepare 2 rules for 7. Similarly, we can prepare 2 rules for 13, 2 rules for 17, 2 rules for 19. Let us see the multiples used for all those numbers. Now, multiples can be in 2 forms, 10n plus 1, 10n minus 1. This multiple ends with 1. This multiple ends with 9. For 7, we have 21 and 49. 21 can be viewed as 20 plus 1. 49 is 50 minus 1. Here the rule is multiply by 2, then subtract. The multiple is in the form 10n plus 1. So we subtract here in the rule. If the multiple is in the form 10n minus 1, then in the rule we have to add. Here multiply by 5, then add. For 13, we can take 13 sevens 91. This is 90 plus 1. And here we can take 39. This is 40 minus 1. So here multiply by 9, then subtract. Here multiply by 4, then add. For 17, we can take 51, 17 threes are 51, and 17 sevens are 119. Here this is 50 plus 1. Here it is 120 minus 1. So here multiply by 5, then subtract. Here multiply by 12, then add. For 19, we can take 171 here, that is 170 plus 1, and 19 here, 20 minus 1. So here multiply by 17 and then subtract. Here multiply by 2, then add. For 7, we can use both the rules. Both the rules are easy. This rule is easy and this rule is also easy. Here multiply by 2 only. Here we have to multiply by 5. Both are easy. For 13, we can prefer this one. Multiplying by 4 is easy. For 17, we go with this one. For 19, generally we go with this one. In this way, we can prepare rules for any numbers other than 2, 5, multiples of 2 and 5. In this way, we can prepare rules, divisibility rules for all other numbers except 2, 5 and their multiples. See you in next video.